Man, yeah, y'all boys ready for MomoCon?
Oh yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
speaking of which, we need y'all let me know what's the plan on what days we're going so I can go ahead and put in time off.
Put it together, Jones.
I know. No, I am not.
Why he gonna throw you out there like that,
You
Joe?
know what I'm saying? Put it together. No.
No, look, everybody just when we set up our time, we show up. But yo, that red box is over there in the corner that says that we alive, people. And it is that time of the week. It is Thursday night, dope night, with your host, the two-time ATL's hottest DJ, the God, DJ Agony, also known as Dr. Dope. Well, my motto is simple: own the building. Big shouts out to everybody that came through to the full for quick 30 the other night. Be honest, that list should have been a lot longer. I should have went on ahead and made that one a top 20 list because
I told
I'm
you,
I'm looking at all the songs that got left off, and truthfully, I ended up. How the hell do you have a top 10 list with 5 honorable mentions?
bruh.
That's a top 15 list right there.
Yes, sir.
That that's a top 15 right there. So hey, there'll probably be a redux, an addendum to that list because yeah, there's a lot got left off. Like I left off the Youngbloods. Damn, like
Bruh.
in
Bitch off a
2000.
show with it.
In 2002, 2003, if you wasn't on that, if you don't give a damn, we don't give a fuck. Hey, like, if you wasn't on that, like, what the hell was you doing in the city besides nothing?
Well, that nigga.
Uh, exactly, man, exactly. So, yo, big shouts out to everybody that came out for that, everybody that came out to the dope show last week with me and DV Passion. If you have not seen that show, please, people, go back and watch that one. How to have a threesome and not F up your relationship. It's just one of those things. You just gotta watch it. You gotta watch it. I'm so serious. So this week, as y'all seen on the flyer, it's Gamers Alley week. So we found a list from what I'm saying, one of our fellow YouTubers who were named nameless because nobody gets free pub here on the Dope Show. Um, and they put out a quick a top 30 games of all time list. No type, no necessarily no category, not top sports games, top fighting games, or what have you. Just top 30 games, okay. And it was brought to my attention by the real Jay Scott that this list was bogus. So, like we do everything else, we bring the list onto the dope show and we gonna cut it up. Before we jump into that, if you have been living under a rock and are not familiar with Gamers Alley, fellas, tell these people who you are and what you do and what you got going on and just who the hell you is.
This is Big Country, the resident FGC aficionado for the Dope Show. And you can
Yeah,
find me at Big Country. Why you got? See,
aficionado.
I
He was
got
just
sort
a
of.
he was a fighting game player the other day. Now he a whole aficionado.
I got throw it in. You can
Of
Getting
find
course.
me.
nasty on us.
You can find me at my username, or you can find me on Fightcade at the same name, Big Country 50.
Big Country 50 in the building. What up, boy?
Yep. You know me, it's your boy Jones, aka the real J Scott, aka Corey's Heavenly Case. If you need a good pound cake, I'll at your boy.
Yeah, it's that time of the year too. And if y'all missed out on them Easter cakes, well, hell, you missed out
Feel
because
sorry
Easter,
for you.
yeah, Easter a couple of days from now. So if that order ain't in, guess what? It ain't in. Now you got to just take some Jiffy or something and try and pass it off as a pound cake.
They put
That's
some honey on it, or cinnamon.
right, certain.
Cinnamon.
So hey, you gotta put some on there. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So, quick, go ahead and jump into this list right quick, just to see what these folks got going on.
Ooh,
And we go
I'm
and
ready.
to the audience, we will be jumping back and forth periodically, just kind of, say, giving our own commentary on this. So, let's jump in right here at number 30. See what it is.
Categorizing the best games of all time can be difficult. New games release and make an impact with their quality, and older games continue to influence while still being incredible in their own rights. Nevertheless, each has made its mark on history, whether it's changing entire genres, presenting unforgettable stories, or as achievements in artistic excellence. Let's take a look at the top 30 games of all time, starting with number 30. SSX3. The SSX series was already a massive success when SSX3 rolled around, but the team at EA Vancouver didn't rest on its laurels. It added an open world, connecting its various courses and letting players explore with almost instant loading. Super Uber Tricks added more depth to the already addicting trick system, and the presentation was simply stunning thanks to the new snow effects. Of course, having a soundtrack that was incredible enough to win the Academy of Interactive Arts and Sciences Outstanding Achievement in Licensed Soundtrack Awards isn't too bad either.
Interesting. SSX3 was that EA Sports Big?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Did that come from the big lineup?
yeah.
Well,
yeah.
if nothing else, it's good to see EA Sports Big recognized. Like
hmm
that was a good time for gaming right there.
Man,
Yeah, so it was. I don't have no problem with SSX being on the list because you got to represent that genre somewhere. Snowboarding,
Absolutely.
the extreme sports, and I think SSX did it the best.
In comparison to all of them, I mean, my personal favorite before the SSX series was 1080 snowboarding on 64.
yeah,
Yeah,
that was a good one.
yeah, it was. But it's like Country said though. SSX, I would have to say they out of all the snowboarding games, like 2 Extreme and 3 Extreme and all those, like that one was the best. I can't even argue that one.
Sean White snowboarding, Sean Palmer's pro snowboarding, all that.
Cool Borders.
Cool
Yeah,
Borders, damn it.
snowboard kids.
Yeah,
Oh, with the big heads.
Yeah, even though that game was actually pretty fucking good though. It looked goofy as hell. It was fun as fuck.
Yeah, you know how I go with that, man. I don't know what Japan's fascination is with the big heads and the big eyed little kids. I don't know. I don't know. Like there was no reason that Virtual Fighter Kids should have been a separate game.
bruh.
Like truthfully, that should have been a cheat code.
You're right.
They made that into his own game. I was like, wait a minute, and you go still charge $50 for it?
Right.
Same damn Virtual Fighter, but they small with big heads and big eyes.
Go
All right.
figure.
RIP to the Sega Saturn, man. Let's see what number 29 is.
Far Cry 3, leaving Far Cry 2's open-ended narrative and survival-like mechanics behind. It embraced fast-paced gunplay, challenging enemies, and well-designed environments. The narrative surrounding Jason Brody and his descent into madness was a poor version of the hero's journey, but still offered some memorable sequences like flaming entire fields, escaping sinking ships, and whatever the heck that sequence with Voss was. Burnout 3.
Far Cry, yes, no?
I've never played any of the Far Cry games, so
Me
If they
neither.
were, if they were to choose a Far Cry, that would be the one. Because after that one, they went downhill. Far Cry 4 and 5, they never matched the hype that Far Cry 3 got because Far Cry 3 had a better villain. For one, the villain was so memorable, Vasquez, and it also had a better story. The other two Far Cries were just pitiful in their story. They
Damn.
tried to tell a compelling story, but it just didn't live up to what Far Cry 3 story was. So I give it a thumbs up for that being on there.
okay.
Yeah, but like Joe said, I've never played a Far Cry, so I got no dog in that fight.
Maybe
Right.
I'm giving them a pass because they so low on the list,
All
Better than me.
right, what we at with 28? Oh, Burnout 3. Shit, I vouch for this one.
Takedown. Racing games at the time weren't afraid to embrace more violent tendencies, but Burnout 3 Takedown was a different ballgame. Its arcade-style gameplay wasn't just chaos for the sake of it. The takedowns and high-speed gameplay were skill-based, encouraging players to wreck their opponents, keep the boost meter going, and not get wrecked in return. Supporting this stellar gameplay loop is World Tour mode, with 173 events across various worldwide locations and modes and multiplayers, including split-screen support. Whether it's two
Okay.
teams of 6 players competing to wreck each other or creating a massive pile-up in crash mode before exploding it all, there's enough to keep you coming back.
Yo, so I can vouch for that one. Burnout 3 was just, if I'm remembering it correctly, remembering the right one, yeah, that game was good as far as arcade racers go.
Yeah.
And he said that it was 170 something levels. You got so engulfed in it, I didn't even notice.
Dude, it's like you can just spend hours and hours on end on that game, and like you said, you can get lost in it. And for me, that was probably the best one out of the entire series because I love Revenge as well, but I don't know, it was just something about Takedown that was just amazing.
Revenge was good too. Revenge was real good because when they added the Revenge, when they added that component to the game to where somebody wreck you and then you get bonus for wrecking them back.
Yeah.
Like that was a good look. I got Lady V in the building. Speaking of DV passion, Lady V said, "Hey," and I said, "Hey." She said, "My favorite game. Which one?"
Burnout.
I didn't even know you were a gamer. Probably with Burnout, more than likely. Everybody like Burnout. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so I don't know. I give that one a thumbs up.
Perfect Dark N64. Though not a direct sequel to GoldenEye 007, the similarities between both shooters were enough to make fans eagerly anticipate Rare's next hit. It easily exceeded expectations, delivering an incredible futuristic narrative that mixed spy agencies and alien conspiracies with awesome sci-fi weapons and stellar mission design. And as impressive as the visuals were, especially on the Nintendo 64, the soundtrack accompaniment mixed with synthwave, techno, and futuristic beats with stellar orchestration makes for a superb experience. Truly one of the best shooters of all time.
You know, I felt like it was too much like Bond 007 to really give it its own accolades.
I like Time Splitter better.
Damn.
Gigolo Lukey.
I would rather play Time Splitter than play Perfect Dark.
Was that on 64 as well?
No.
Oh, no wonder.
PS2.
That PS2?
Uh-huh.
Oh, of course. It was PS2.
Rather
than 60.
If I was going to choose a 64 shooter, I would have chose Golden now.
Yeah. Same.
Oh, here you go. Our other local troublemakers in the building. Marco Key.
The other said the same thing. It was better than 007. No, it wasn't.
I said Perfect Dark wasn't better than 007.
A lot of people say that though.
Really?
Yeah.
Hey Melvin, you stupid.
It's one of our favorite partner childs in the building, Mr. ISS himself.
Mm-hmm.
Forza Horizon 5. It's hard to replicate a streak like Playground Games, with 3 back-to-back open-world racing hits that push the envelope in photorealism and sheer breadth of content. Forza Horizon 5 still managed to resurrect its campaign and driving disciplines into unique festival sites with their own stories, steps, and rewards. Mexico was an incredible choice for a map, thanks to its sheer range of biomes and weather conditions, including brand new dust storms. It added to the series' penchant for an open-world tomfoolery, which felt more rewarding thanks to the accolades. Whether you dipped your toes in for some quick races or went to the Hall of Fame, Forza Horizon 5 excelled every step of the way.
Again, that's another one I never played, the Forza series.
God damn, Joe.
I played I think I played Horizon 3. I'm gonna be honest, like I don't have the patience anymore for sim-based racing. It's too much that goes into upgrading your car, and then in certain conditions you got to change your upgrade. It's a lot that goes into it. Give me upgrade package 1, upgrade package 2, and upgrade package 3.
Yeah, Need for Speed. I'm a Need for Speed guy all day.
For that, yeah. Here this dude go. Here this dude go right here. That's y'all boy.
You would have something if you said Daytona, but you said NASCAR 99. Get out of here.
Right. Even though Daytona had 3 stages, damn it. If you can sit there and play any stage on Daytona and don't start singing the song, you're lying because you're gonna start singing the songs.
Right.
G-A-U.
Brew,
O.
brew sky. Brew sky. You gotta,
Geomeover, gay.
you gotta say it how you said it. Brew sky. Instead of saying blue.
I wanna go sky.
I wanna go.
Hey, to this
fly
day,
high.
we go to Dave and Buster's. That game will be played.
These
Hey.
are facts.
Oh yeah.
These are facts. You gotta play the original Daytona.
And still get into arguments about who gonna win.
Yes. Saga Boss in the building. What's good with you, Skip? Yo, I got people already calling me.
What?
I got people already calling me about the whole situation down. God damn, I can't even get my words out. Yo, drop something in the chat, letting people know about what's going on in June, man. Meanwhile, I got foolishness going on all around me. I hope they have Sissy King. Oh, wait a minute. He was trying to say Diddy. He was trying to say Diddy Kong, but it came out Sissy King.
That's what I was laughing at. I see it in the chat.
Oh god.
Dang it. So, yo, for all my autocorrect people out there, Diddy Kong,
Oh,
Sissy King, not the same people. Not the DLC. God damn it.
oh my god.
I got Spud King in the building. What up, nephew?
I'm
Yeah,
in tears.
Your boy is
Oh,
cutting up right
shit.
now. Him and his autocorrect
Oh,
is acting a
shit.
fool. That boy said Sissy King racing. And I'm sitting there looking, and I'm trying to talk about this other thing we got going on at the end of June. And then, oh my God, Skip, if you still in here, like I said, drop some info about the thing, or drop the flyer, or link to where they can get to the flyer.
Oh
But they
god.
having it's a big thing going on down at the end of June, y'all. And you know, if y'all can, definitely come through and be a part of it, man. It's big stuff going on Juneteenth weekend. We're gonna move on in the list.
Hold on.
And,
Is it street fight?
no. It's
Oh,
it's Juneteenth.
oh, okay.
Yeah. Nah, Street Fighter be going on that next week at CEO. God damn it.
Ori and the Will of the Wisps.
What?
Coming off an acclaimed title like Ori and the Blind Forest is no easy feat, but Ori and the Will of the Wisps pulled it off and emerged as superior. It revamped the art style into something far more detailed and expanded on the world in unique, imaginative ways. It tells an emotional new story, improving the pacing with autosaves while adding to combat thanks to the new shard system. While not the most revolutionary sequel, it's an excellent step forward and extremely well polished in almost every way.
What?
I wouldn't put that on my top list at all.
I don't even know what
Ori.
that is.
It's a Metroidvania type game.
Huh, beautiful. I saw nothing that wowed me. No reason it should be on a top 30 list, but
Why I gotta be something I played?
right. So it was like, I mean, because you play everything.
I feel
So-
attacked.
No, I mean, no, I believe out of the three of us, you played this game before.
I played it, but
I
I
know you
wouldn't put it
did.
in my top 10 list. Nah,
Oh, absolutely
was-
not.
there's way more Metroidvania games that deserve it on this list.
All right. We'll get to that in a second.
Celeste. Celeste is as well polished and deftly tuned as a 2D side-scrolling platformer could be. Each level, divided into multiple screens, employs unique mechanics, and as Madeline, your job is to execute them perfectly. It can seem daunting at first, but the difficulty is also well crafted, and the fact that the controls are so responsive and the soundtrack so endearing makes it all the more enjoyable to try again. Beyond all of this, however, Celeste is a beautiful story about mental health, acceptance, and ultimately finding yourself, even if the path is scary and fraught with danger.
Wait a minute. A story of mental health and acceptance?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? That automatically gets a no from me. I don't even know what that game is, but it
That game-
automatically gets.
I'm gonna say the game deserves to be on this list because that
Really?
was an amazing game. If you sit down and actually play the game, the puzzle and the technique about finishing the stage and it's just really hard.
I don't want mental health and acceptance in my video games though.
Uh, it's a story, so
Hmm.
But that game is amazing though. I suggest a lot of people sit down and play that.
Hey, if you like it, I love it.
I'm just
What?
saying, like, so now I got to play a game to go to counseling.
Right.
Okay, let me ask you this: would you rather play that or Sissy Kong Racing?
It's this King Racing, goddamn. They gonna be staring at you,
Oh,
They're gonna be on there breathing on each other.
breathing all hard, hugging and shit.
oh shit, Melvin! What the fuck was that?
Baby, yo, autocorrect is a bitch, bro.
Oh God.
Oh shit.
The fact that it autocorrect Diddy into Sissy though, that's crazy.
Like, yo, what the fuck do you be typing in your damn phone, bro? And a lot of times autocorrect will just go to what you normally talk about. They talk that damn sissy kid.
Oh man.
God damn it. That sissy kid. So like I said, working on a commercial as we speak. Just want to check in and show love. Appreciate you, Skip. Hey, you get that commercial ready. Let me know. It'll definitely get played right here on the Dope Show. So you get that ready. Shout me a holler.
But Skip.
Skip.
Yeah.
All right, man. I don't even know what number we on. I lost track. We still in the 20s, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2.
23.
Considered the definitive skating title at the time and arguably by today's standards, Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2 is just pure gameplay perfection. The trick variety and mechanics, including the beloved manual, work well with the controls and the level design, featuring some of the series' best, encouraging replay value while hosting a myriad of secrets. With multiplayer, a park editor, hidden characters, and a fantastic soundtrack, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2 is a joy to experience and still holds up all these years later, as evidence in Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2, the remake.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'll say this. It was better than Skate.
Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2 and 3, they the GOAT. Those were some of the best skateboarding games I ever played. That and Underground. Those 3 games.
Shit, they ain't got no Ollie World.
Oh.
Yeah, that game got me turned out. I love that little shit.
That's a different type of beast right there.
hey. And it's just as challenging too.
Hell yeah.
Go figure. Tony Hawk 2, I could co-sign that one.
Yeah, I can co-sign with that one as well.
I co-sign that one. Here you go. Dave
Just
Mirror
the-
BMX 2 was better. I think I had one of the Dave Mirror games.
Did you have the XXX version?
Oh no.
The hell with that? That's like a flick.
Yeah.
It was a real thing, Dave Mirror XXX.
Oh yeah.
They was naked?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you fucking serious?
Yeah. Look it
It was,
up.
it was a video game.
Yeah, that's real.
What is it on 360? Or
I think it was on PS2 and original Xbox.
Spud said I enjoyed the first Underground a lot. Yeah. I don't even remember. Like, I kind of lost track with the Tony Hawks after a minute. Because every summer you turn around, a new game was coming out. But they were still better than Skate.
you just ain't got no love for skate.
At all. At all. None. N-U-N.
It's finito.
Yeah. And it's bad too. Oh, this looks like Gears right here.
Yes, sir.
Gears of War. Following
first
its
one.
first showcase, brutality seemed to be the unifying theme for Gears of War. Chainsawing locusts, heads exploding with headshots, and other gore dotted the third-person shooter. However, Epic Games' breakout shooter offered so much more. Stellar cover-based shooting, the active reload for more involved combat, and a uniquely post-apocalyptic future for humanity, which mixed ruin and beauty. The story of Kilo Squad immersed us in each character's demons while simultaneously introducing a depressing yet rich world rife with conflict and intrigue. There are more than a few nagging areas, like Dom's AI, but so much of what makes this series great was executed so well in the original. Whatever the future may hold, the legacy of Marcus Phoenix will never die.
Nah, Gears shouldn't be top 5.
Markham Key said it should be.
Nah, and I would
I,
put I would
I
put Gears 3 up there instead of 1.
I would have put. I was thinking that too. Like, why was it 1 instead of 3? Because I think 3 took everything that 1 introduced and put a really good polish on it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It was almost like treated like it had been there for years. You know what I'm saying?
It answered a lot of questions that everybody was looking for. It did. It did everything. Gears 3. The
Yeah,
multiplayer was spot on.
yeah.
Had good map.
Gears 3 really did put kind of tie a bow on the whole series.
Mm-hmm. Until they came out with Judgment. Judgment was trash. Oh, and Gears 4 is trash. Gears 5 is trash, too. They should have stopped at 3.
They should have stopped after Cliffy B left.
Wait a minute, they had a
What
4
happened
and
to
5?
Yeah,
Yeah.
on the Xbox One.
Yeah, I'm right here.
Oh, we hear you.
Oh, but yeah, no, I didn't even know there was a 5. I think I vaguely remember 4 coming out. Vaguely.
Yeah, they came out on Xbox One. They weren't good. They were dumpster fires. You better off getting them.
Damn.
5 was the one with the female, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Cat.
Damn. I hate to hear that because I actually enjoyed the Gears game. I don't even really get into shooters like that, but I like that one. I played it on the 360 a lot.
Yeah, I prefer Gears over Halo.
Gears what got me into shooters, to be honest with you.
Oh, when it was COD.
Nah, I didn't play COD to Modern Warfare 2.
You know, you were playing COD and Medal of Honor and damn Battlefield.
Monster Hunter World. Does Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate have more content? Yeah. Does Rise streamline certain things in appealing ways? Sure. Is Monster Hunter 4
I knew this one would
Ultimate
get you.
amazing? Absolutely. But Monster Hunter World, especially post-Iceborne, stands out for offering perhaps the most well-rounded Monster Hunter experience out there. It's accessible for brand new players and features the smoothest gameplay in the series, arguably
here you
even
go.
better than Rise.
Accessibility.
It looks fantastic, whether witnessing a turf war between Rathalos and Rajang or taking in the sights of a Hoarfrost Reach. The selection of activities is fantastic, and it's simply amazing to team up with friends. It's not perfect, but for hunting games, this is the bar to meet.
Okay, so for somebody who's never played Monster Hunter, here you go. Judging from JT in the background to the dude talking about accessibility, and then Spud calling you a purist. All right, JT, let's hear it.
Oh man, where to begin with this? As someone who grew up playing Monster Hunter from the very beginning from PlayStation 2, when Monster Hunter World came out, I was excited about it. Don't get me wrong, it's a fantastic Monster Hunter game, and I love playing it. But there are some things about it that they casualize for the mainstream to get more people into the game. And that was the time when Capcom was struggling to make ends meet, so they had to make some sacrifices to their games. Some of the things they got rid of in Monster Hunter, the original Monster Hunter had like a gathering system, so there were quests that you had to just go out and go gather things. In Monster Hunter World, everything is on the map already, so you don't have to do those gathering quests. So they kind of streamlined the game and made it into mostly a boss rush game. You don't have to do all the extra things that you had to do back in the old games where you actually had to track a monster by throwing paintball on it so you paint on it so you can see where it's going. Because once it leaves an area, you'll have to look for it unless you paintballed it. But on Monster Hunter World, they gave you these things called what are they called? Flies, where they'll just track the monster for you themselves. It's like
Mm,
it's that era where things were becoming accessible, and I hate
yeah,
that word, accessible.
that's the word she used too.
I fucking hate that word, but it did wonders for Capcom.
Hey, barn. They're born.
Like Monster Hunter World did wonders for Capcom, because without Monster Hunter World, we wouldn't have no Street Fighter Six. We won't have Resident Evil.
Oh god, I can only imagine what that means. I can only imagine.
Oh God,
What the hell is wrong with y'all? And the hell is wrong with y'all? Seriously.
bro. I knew it was gonna be one of them shows.
Yeah, we would. The fuck, you stupid. You're
Oh
stupid.
man.
God damn it.
Oh man. Oh no.
Oh no, I can't do it with y'all tonight. I
Is
can't.
that, is that Kamikaze? That ain't Kamikaze. What you doing here, Kamikaze?
Get your boy. Hey, get your boy. He all
Hey,
wanted
you
to
know
know.
what? You know what would be funny about old boy though? He seems to lead it. What y'all done told him about me? Because he seemed to fade out the party every time I show up. And they be like, damn, Ray, you missed it. I was here. The next thing know, I'm here. Next thing I see doo it leaving. I'm like, oh,
It's Jones' fault.
y'all done said something about me to that dude. That dude get the hell on. Hey, look.
It is you. It's always you.
Y'all don't hear that?
We ain't gonna never forget that, bro. Y'all, that's your kid folk talking about it.
Oh man, I think that was the one line of the year that year, bro. Everybody just kind of just like, look, hey, we know what this is. We just gonna just kind of just move around it, just talk around it. This new nigga here. Y'all don't hear that? Seriously, y'all don't hear that? We're doing our best.
Oh, man.
We're trying not to. We're just looking the other way right now, son. Like just what we doing. It's like way to read the room, Spud. What is it? I hope WWE on that so I can beat the shit out of Cody Rhodes. Trash.
Listen to that man, Joe. He know what he talking about, man.
Man, Mel
Oh,
is stupid.
The mirror
Oh.
is stupid for real. Cody damn Rhodes. What we got on here? I think we had like 20 by now.
Oh, Monster Hunter World.
Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell Chaos Theory. Pandora Tomorrow was a worthy follow up to the first Splinter Cell, but Chaos Theory is where the series peaked. On top of excellently designed missions from top to bottom, it featured important changes to the formula. Missions no longer fail when triggering alarms. An oral monitor indicates Sam's noise relative to his environments, and enemy AI reacts more naturally to threats. The choice of different kits to emphasize specific playstyles, a combat knife for CQC, and improvised interrogation, and multiple new attachments, weapons and grenades have also been added, enhancing the experience further. If that weren't enough, Chaos Theory even featured multiplayer with a revamped Spy vs. Mercenary mode, a co-op campaign, and much more that were tons of fun. Horizon Forbidden West.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think I put a Splinter Cell on this list. They were good games, but number 20 when there's so much stuff I haven't seen on this list yet.
Oh, it gets better.
Or does it?
There has to be a espionage game on here. And if I was to choose an espionage game, it would be Metal Gear.
I was
I
say,
want you-
why not Hitman?
Metal Gear is better than Hitman. Hitman is good.
What was the last good Metal Gear though?
5 on PS4.
Which one? I don't even remember which one that was. Is that the one that was unfinished?
No, it wasn't unfinished. Metal Gear 5 was finished.
Which one was the one that came out unfinished? What was it like? If you didn't get to the certain, if you didn't do something when you got to the last stage, you had to go all the way back to the damn near the beginning of the game.
Was
The
that
one he that when he was riding a horse and shit.
that was 5. He was riding a horse.
Yeah, I didn't hear nothing good about 5, dude.
What? Whoa,
I
whoa, 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 whoa!
I am so serious.
That game was amazing. I don't know about that one, Ray. That game,
No,
that
I'm
was
so serious because when the game dropped, I remember they were called. If we're talking about the same game, they were saying it was unfinished, or that when you got to a certain point in the game, deep into the game, like we're talking later in the game, where you thinking you finna finish it, you either have an incomplete ending or you have to go all the way back to damn near the beginning to replay it.
mm Oh, you must be talking about the prologue that they had for the game.
I have no idea. It was I want to say it was the last Metal Gear because the way I got it, they said that's what killed Metal Gear.
What? I don't know. That game's so crazy. What killed
I,
Metal Gear was Hideo
but
Kojima leaving the company.
but games sell crazy that first week because everybody's there for it. You know what I'm saying? Like the name is gonna sell it that first week.
I can vouch for that game. That game was fantastic. I didn't beat it. Brian beat it, but that game was fantastic. I just didn't get a chance to beat it.
Let's see. What we got in the chat? Phantom Pain was amazing. I don't even know what that is.
That's Metal Gear Solid 5.
Oh yeah, good answer. Yeah, right on. Metal Gear 5 on this list. Who knows? We just at 19 right now. I played the game front to back. I don't know which Metal Gear it was. You know what? Let me find that because there was one that it came out on fire, and the next thing you know, after that first week, it was like, yeah, throw this bitch away.
I'm trying to figure out because no main game, no main Metal Gear game fizzled out. There was no bad main Metal Gear. Metal Gear 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. They all were good games.
I don't know. I kind of check out after 2, and to be honest, it just felt like they kept getting longer.
Is
It's
that a
like,
bad thing though?
nigga, I gotta go to work in the morning.
Compared to the games we got now, where you get a sample size?
I gotta go to work. Shit, hell, back in Metal Gear 2 days, I ain't had no job, goddamn. Oh no, let me find out when it did report back to base, man. But yeah, I remember it was a Metal Gear game, and I want to say it was the one I seen this nigga riding a horse. I was like, I thought he was a stealth assassin dude. What's he doing with a horse? Nothing stealthy about horses.
Right.
Let's see what we have with it.
And much more that were tons of fun.
Oh,
Horizon Forbidden West. Take the accessible hunting of the first game, building on it with new machines and weapon types. Add tons of new skills, outfits, and weapons for numerous build possibilities. Build a world with an incredible range of activities, from platforming and puzzle solving to hunts and tabletop games. Now add some gorgeous visuals, some of the generation's best. That's Horizon Forbidden West. Even if you're not overly invested in the story, which is still pretty good, the improvements made to the presentation, especially the motion capture and facial animations and dialogue exchange, are fantastic. Just exploring the sheer variety of environments feels natural and fun. The accessibility options are the icing on the cake, allowing you to push a build to the limit or relax and farm in peace.
Is that the game that Elden Ring killed?
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Poor Horizon.
I want to put Horizon 2 up there. I'll put Horizon 1 up there because Horizon 1 was just.
Oh, you know what? Y'all actually agree on something. Y'all actually agree on something. Go figure. You burger bitch, you.
But Horizon 1 was fantastic. Horizon 2, it just didn't live up to the hype that Horizon 1 set for it.
It was about to, and then a week later, Elden Ring happened.
Hey, blame your release date. That's why I know everybody avoided Street Fighter 6 like the plague.
Except Harada. I think Harada gonna do something like drop June 18th.
If he do some crazy shit like that.
You know what? He nut as fuck to do something like that. I'm so serious. He's that nutty.
The FGC will be split.
And you know what? I'm okay with the nuttiness. I'm okay with it. So if a game is good, I don't give a fuck. He's talking in Korea now and fuck how long he is. No part felt
Fuck how long?
unnecessary. Yo, that dude like a how long? Ha, ha, ha. Oh man, we are getting canceled tonight, y'all. Oh,
I know what you meant, Spud.
I don't know what that nigga mean. That nigga speaking the Chinese and shit.
Yo, for real, man. Yo, it's a kung fu movie and shit. Hey, he said no part felt unnecessary, unlike Last of Us 2. I feel like he throwing shots, Jones.
Hey man, a lot of people harp on The Last of Us 2. I get why, but overall, was it as good as the first one? No, but it was still solid.
He still up here laughing at Fuka Long.
No, I'm letting that next comment.
Right. Eddie Ring. Hey, you remember he check it autocorrect for real.
Like pumpkin heads and clouds.
Fighting pumpkin heads and clouds.
You need
Oh
to play it.
man, yo,
That fool said Eddie Ring.
Eddie Ring, barn.
That shit boring.
God damn, Fuka Long. Oh man. I swear, boy.
Tonight.
Oh, God.
Yo, I'm telling you, if anybody can goddamn make barn video games funny, goddamn it is this crew. Barn. Oh, we got a racer.
Racing games are known to be at the very cutting
hell
edge of
no.
technology, and GT3 was a prime example of that achievement for the PlayStation 2. Selling close to 15 million copies, Gran Turismo 3 A-Spec was a game that appealed to both veterans and newcomers of the genre. Although the number of cars saw a drastic reduction compared to its predecessor, it made up for it by dialing up the visual fidelity and level of detail. Although Gran Turismo 7, the latest entry in the series, is an absolute amazing game, it still can't come close to the beast that was Gran Turismo 3.
Dude, these are my sentiments exactly. And I'm gonna be honest, I played 3. I played 3 on the PS2 and I liked it. It's just, could I go back to sim-based racing? Hell no. It's just, as Marco Key said, barn.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? I can't co-sign that one. And that's a lot. Have you noticed? It's a lot of racing games on this list.
Yeah, that's your boy D Dollar. That's his stuff right there. Them Gran Turismo, he loved them.
I mean, sim-based racing, like I said, I just don't have the patience for it anymore. And like, I know some dudes that are legit gearheads that live for Gran Turismo and Forza Horizon, but yeah, nah. I gotta get that one the thumbs down.
Yeah.
Big Country, where you at, man?
Gran Turismo at bar.
Barn. What are you talking about? Big Racing was better.
What?
I don't even know what that is. Is that another typo?
Ain't no telling with him.
Who the hell knows? JT like this bullshit racist seal. Why he so quiet? Exactly. Shit, barn.
I hate racing sims. They bore to me, but I understand.
I mean, when I was a kid, it was fun, but it's just something about turning 18. Maybe it was when I didn't have a driver's license. I just wanted to drive anything.
I'd rather play Need for Speed.
Dude. Hot Pursuit.
Give me Need for Speed any fucking day.
Give me that Hot Pursuit. Don't give me
Exactly.
any Need for Speed because I don't want to play that graffiti shit. And I didn't realize I wasted my time with Heat. But Hot Pursuit.
Yeah, Hot Pursuit was that shit.
Yeah, y'all always telling me about this shit 5 and 10 years later, man. Y'all, let's start G-checking y'all. Nigga.
You were there too.
Y'all let me buy Heat for no damn reason.
I just showed up.
God damn it. God damn it.
You know what? I'm
Man.
going back to my list. I ain't fooling with that.
Super Mario Galaxy 2.
What?
It's insane to think that Nintendo not only released Super Mario Galaxy, one of the best games of all time, but then released its sequel 3 years later, which is also excellent and superior in many ways. The same gameplay fundamentals apply, but Super Mario Galaxy 2 takes the established formula and offers more variety with its galaxies and power-ups, better pacing, the addition of a Yoshi, and many more challenges to put veterans to the test. Having all this with an incredible orchestral score and gorgeous visuals also didn't hurt. Some may prefer the first game, but they're both instant classics in their own right.
I'm gonna be honest. I never played Galaxy. Last Mario game I actually played was it the new Super Mario Brothers on the DS, and that was it.
That shit was lit.
Yeah,
The one that played like 1, 2, and 3, but had like multiple Marios on the screen.
yeah.
That shit was live. I played one on the which one did I play on the damn Wii U? It was cool though. I played one on
Super
the
Mario
Wii U.
Brothers Wii.
Sure, that sounds good. Why not? It was a 3D Mario though.
Yeah. Oh, Super Mario Brothers 3D Land.
Sure, sound good. Yeah, those were cool, but to put it on this list and put it this high,
I can understand why they put Galaxy up there. Galaxy, if you're not gonna put 64 up there as a 3D Mario, Galaxy your next best thing.
yeah, I'm thinking Mario 64. I'm thinking about Mario World because
Yeah,
in my head, Mario World probably outside of 3, I would have to put Mario World on there.
Yeah, it's a toss up between 3 and World.
if it was my list, I would have put Mario Brothers 3 on there. I wouldn't put Galaxy, but I understand why they put Galaxy because Galaxy is a good game too. So I mean, you can't go wrong with those games.
But when we talk about all time, that means better than the rest.
I can see somebody making a case for Galaxy. It's
But,
like how it's just like how Zelda is. I can see people making a case for Ocarina of Time. I can see Wind Waker. I can see Breath of the Wild. I can see
but
those games being
but
talked
can
about.
all those people put together the Triforce in the first Zelda 1?
No,
So yeah, once again, jump in that list right quick. What we at? I think we was
this
like
Journey.
I don't understand.
Gameplay wise, Journey is a pretty simple game. You roam some gorgeous levels with linear objectives, exploring and discovering mysterious runes, and fly through the air, attempting to decipher it all. However, along the way, you'll meet other players who can help change your cloak when you're flying. There's no voice or text chat, all communication is through singing as you journey together. Perhaps to the end, if you're willing. This meditative experience encourages replaying, meeting different people, and living in the world, going from a bystander to a tour guide as you usher in new players. It's simply phenomenal to behold. Metroid
what?
What?
Yo, I don't even know what that would. You know, it just gets a thumbs down for me.
Yeah,
I,
It will get a thumbs down for me too. I wouldn't put that on my top list. Journey was fun, but the top games would okay. You're reaching right there, buddy.
yeah, that was bad. So this where the list gets good, I guess, Jones.
it doesn't.
standard to a tour guide as you usher in new players. It's simply phenomenal to behold. Metroid Prime Remastered. Whenever there's a conversation about the greatest Metroid-style games ever made, it's disheartening that Metroid Prime isn't mentioned more. Back in the day, a first-person Metroid had to fight for recognition and justifiably earned critical, but not commercial, acclaim for its quality. In this day and age, Metroid Prime Remastered is a reminder of the series' merits and how good the original game is. The enhanced visuals and environment details are almost on the level of a remake, even if the core game is still fundamentally the same. But the bosses, the environment design, the exploration, and the haunting atmosphere are all masterfully executed, ensuring a quality experience even now.
I'm gonna be honest. I hadn't played a Metroid that wasn't 2D ever. He putting games on here for emotional stories and mental health and shit. Right. Damn
Yeah,
sad ass games.
I would put Metroid out. If I was to put a Metroid up there, it would probably be Super Metroid or Dread. I want to put Metroid Prime. Hmm. I can't put it past those games. I'm sorry. I like Metroid Prime, but I can't put it past those games.
Criteria should be fun factor, replayability, and innovation, in my opinion. I'm gonna be honest, fun factor's out the window, dude. I don't think fun factor made it past the maybe the 360 era.
But here's what a lot of a game that y'all thumbs down. Um, Celeste. It has all those in it.
You talking about that depressed game?
Yeah, it has all of that in it.
Dude, it's depressed. Where's the fun factor in depression? They told you the game was depressed.
Bar.
Barn.
bar,
Barn.
idiot.
Just damn stupid. But get what? Every time something like that come up, I'm gonna refer back to that one.
Okay.
Yeah, like I said,
Metro-
Metroid Dread or
Metro Dread was
fucking
so good.
Super Metroid should have been up there. Hell, even Metroid Fusion could have been up there. But
Were
why?
those first person too?
No, there was 3D Metro. I mean, Metroidvania games.
Oh yeah, the 2D joints.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, I mean, I feel like that's what Metro should be.
yeah. But Metroid Prime is good though. It's good, but if you're gonna put a Metroid game up, you have to put those up. You can't put Prime.
That prime, baby.
Exactly, Prime. Ah!
Barn.
Bar. That shit bar.
Metro had dreads. Some bitch.
Yeah, they gave her dreads.
This
some
dude is an
reason.
idiot, man.
She
Just
had
damn.
dreads. She had dreads, a white tee, and a Jabot jeans,
Oh
You know
no.
and she had a
Not
big
with your
jersey on.
bro.
She had a big jersey on her shoulder.
Oh no.
Here we go.
Oh no. Not 2006.
With a black and mild.
Yeah, with black
Right.
out in her ear.
Oh no. She was hanging out at little 5 points all day. No. Some bit.
Dead Space 2023.
Why he put the newer titles
Interestingly,
up there? Like,
another Metroid style game should receive an enhanced version this year. However, unlike Metroid Prime Remastered, Dead Space isn't content to deliver incredible visuals teeming with extensive detail and upgrades to effects, lighting, and shadows. It builds on the mythos of the original with side quests and expanded narrative, incorporates new mechanics like the Intensity Director and peeling system to enhance the gameplay, and even has a brand new alternative ending that makes us question what's next for the franchise. All of this on top of the same incredible gameplay, bosses, levels, and set pieces that made the original so great. For as difficult as it can be to balance the new and the old and still deliver a compelling experience, Dead Space makes it look effortless.
Yeah, I agree, Spud. These games haven't even had time to be considered history to be in a convo about all time. This list
I
is
agree.
shit.
I told you.
Yeah, and that's why we going through it because it's
Mhm.
like I said, you got a game on there from this year. That game ain't even tried, tested, and proven yet.
okay.
And
Barn.
Barn. Yeah, I don't. You know what? I don't even know shit about Dead Space to even name this one. But I agree, the game too new to be on the all-time list.
If you're gonna have a survival horror game up there, you gotta have Resident Evil.
Yeah,
If that's their survival horror game that they chose, then you chose wrong.
I mean Solid Hill.
Yeah, you can put that up there too. You put Silent
This-
Hill, Resident Evil, Eternal Darkness. take your pick. It's a whole bunch of survival horror games. You choose.
Listen, we ain't even scratched the surface yet with this list. It gets better, trust me.
It hurts.
It hurts.
God damn it.
It hurts. And that's the bad part. Like we halfway there. I think we're at 15. Hold up.
Yeah,
All time, you have to consider how some of these came out this year. That's true. Like, and that goes into longevity. Like, it's certain games that came out, you know what I'm saying, at the beginning of the PS4 cycle. Would we still talk about these said games?
Hey,
You know, like, I mean,
what else is on
Until
here.
Dawn came out early. Wow. Until Dawn came out early, but that whole survival, choose your own adventure thing is still going on. Which, you know, still makes Until Dawn and games like it very relevant.
How do you feel
But
about it?
I don't know. We finna see. Are we at 15 yet?
Uncharted 2
Oh, no, we
Among
passed.
Thieves. An upgraded engine enabled many feats seen in Uncharted 2 Among Thieves, but its numerous improvements went beyond the technical. In sequel terms, it went above and beyond the original. As Nathan Drake traversed the globe, following the trail of Marco Polo, the solid platforming returned, made all of them more intense with some incredible set pieces, while the shooting was even more responsive. Such well-crafted pacing
Shut up,
and
JT.
production values would have fit right at home with the best of Hollywood. The fact that Naughty Dog was doing all this in 2009 on the PlayStation 3 feels insane.
I'm gonna be honest. Okay. I'm not we gonna get to that in a second. We're gonna address that in a second because I'm not doing this with y'all tonight. I've never played an Uncharted, but I'm looking at that gameplay. I really wish I had her.
I'm gonna say this. Finally, he got one right. Uncharted 2 was amazing. I played 1, 2, and 3, beat all 3. I still haven't finished 4. They said 4 is good, but again, I said I hadn't finished it yet. But 2 was amazing.
Looking at the gameplay though, I'm like, damn, maybe I should have gave these games a chance.
Yeah, they were dope.
Because when I thought Uncharted, I'm thinking like, is this Indiana Jones?
Kind of, but more interesting.
Yeah, it's like, you know, Tomb Raider finally woke up. I'm
Yeah,
here for it.
That's how I feel about that game. And that's all I got to say about it.
God damn it.
I think what's funny is I'm trying, y'all. Problem is Marco Key is escaped ISS and made it amongst the general population for the rest of us. But one of those free trials that they were doing was a Uncharted set 1, 2, and 3.
Mhm.
And I downloaded it and never played it. So now I feel like I should. If nothing else, because of Marco Key.
At least play 2. That one was amazing.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to because that shit looked good what they just showed.
Mass
Where we at
Effect
with it?
2. Mass Effect 2 delivered high-octane action and sleek cover shooting mechanics. As Commander Shepard roamed the galaxy, recruiting allies to battle the Collectors, making decisions to resolve their crisis before embarking on a suicide mission that could potentially seal their fates. The jump in presentation and quality of writing places Mass Effect 2 in the upper echelon of gaming. Resident Evil 2.
I think it's interesting. They didn't have that's the wrong date, but okay. I think that's interesting that with the goddamn Mass Effect, this motherfucker here. For those watching, wondering why we laughing so hard at this fool, you have to hang out in person for us to understand.
Bruh.
You just have to. Marco Key is special, yet he came with no paperwork, y'all. We just had to kind of wing it. All these
Timmy!
Fuck! Fuck!
That's how we refer to Melvin. Melvin! Melvin!
Oh God. I'm done.
Oh shit. Why, nigga? Why, nigga?
You- Brain.
Brain, right? Why, nigga? Why? Huh?
No, his name is Bryant.
With a
Oh,
T.
you got add T behind Bright.
With the T.
I can spell them Braint. Braint.
Oh God.
All right. Before we move on, real quick, thumbs up or thumbs down for Mass Effect 2.
Thumbs up.
I give it a thumbs down. I ain't never played this shit.
No. Look, man. As much as y'all like those games where you make your own choice, that was the game to play. It had the action and to make your own choice game.
You played Mass Effect?
Yeah.
What? Oh, I shouldn't be surprised, honestly.
He played everything. And he
Yeah.
played Sonic.
See,
You gotta let me lay that down.
oh God.
But yeah, never played a Mass Effect. Because, once I found out it was spaceships and zombies, yeah, that took me out right quick. I was like, yep, well, no need for me to even look. Nothing to see here, people. Nothing to see here.
Exactly.
You don't like them zombies?
Hell
Oh,
no.
God, here we
Zombies, aliens, spaceships, nah. You can give me some gang members and you know what I'm saying, bad attitude and a couple of Mac 10s though.
Put some numbers up.
God damn it.
What did he had a drink today? Nah, that boy on that infused today or so. What y'all
You
put
on
in?
song today.
He on sign today. God damn it.
Fates. The jump in presentation and quality of writing places Mass Effect 2 in the upper echelon of gaming. Resident Evil 2 2019. The fact that the announcement video for Resident Evil 2 Remake was in 2015 and the title was finally released in 2019 is a testament to the sheer dedication
remake, though?
of its team to the fans.
That's some bullshit.
And what a remake it turned out to be. Reimagining the one bad night in Raccoon City with an over-the-shoulder camera and aiming, a revamped Mr. X, stunning visuals courtesy of RE Engine, and improved pacing. While some parts were trimmed or cut, much was faithful to the original, expertly enhanced to highlight how masterfully executed the survival horror formula could be. It changed perceptions around the series and serves as a template for how modern-day remakes should be done.
Let me say, he put a goddamn remake on the list.
I say thumbs up to that. That remake was fucking good.
Why not put the original?
Because it was better than the original.
What was that? So what was significantly different then?
The gameplay. For one, it was over the shoulder instead of the top down survival horror. They added more detail to the zombies and made it scarier than ever.
Oh, let's see. All tight for the remake? I don't even know what that's supposed to be.
I don't know either.
Oh, I'll take for the remake. I consider because he perfected the remake formula.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take it too. He a dick. He a dick.
Idiot, man.
Damn idiot. How I pictured the original RE in my head back in the day is how I see it today in the remake.
Mm-hmm. So when they made a remake, they made it faithful to the game, to its original game. They improved on everything about the original and just made it better.
In that case, you could just make another game then.
You could, but you remastering it asking for a newer audience. A newer audience ain't gonna go back and play Resident Evil 2, and that's a masterpiece of a game. That's a piece of gaming history that people need to be a part of.
I guess that's why he chose that Dead Space game as well.
Hmm. Oh,
Oh,
fuck you. I had some lobster stew.
how you eating on a job? They say cancel. I'm offended. Fucking
That boy special.
nut, man.
All right. That's Melvin!
Silent Hill 2. While it received critical
Oh, we got a
No.
Resident Evil and a Silent Hill next to each other.
Would I put Silent Hill above Resident Evil? Fuck no.
And Silent Hill's in the top 10.
Yeah.
acclaim back in the day, some found it to be a rushed sequel. As time passed, however, the journey of James Sutherland in the titular town, as he traversed his purgatory of crime and punishment, has been hailed as one of the greatest horror games. In terms of presentation, the game's atmosphere and use of fog are unmatched, leading well to the pacing without bogging down the fidelity. The creature designs remain iconic, whether it's Pyramid Head representing James' guilt and frustration, or Angela's trauma manifesting as the abstract daddy. The remake looks good, but considering how high the bar is, it has a lot to live up to when capturing that mix of grayish moral tones and the undulating terror lurking within each person.
I'm gonna be honest. Pyramid Head was legit scary.
Hold on. Y'all got on Celeste for being depressing, but this dude in this game, he trying to get over the murder of he murdered his wife, and he's feeling guilty about murdering his wife.
So did Max Payne.
So why y'all getting no Celeste about being depressing? That game is equally depressing.
Oh, I didn't say Silent Hill wasn't depressing. I said it was scary. They
It's
both
boring. That's what it
boring.
is.
They both boring as hell. But yeah, but Pyramid Head was legit scary though. It's literally a pyramid with legs and arms just creeping around in darkness. That's some scary shit.
Silent Hill was and still is scary. It's way
Silent
scarier. So to me, Silent Hill was way scarier than Resident Evil.
Resident Evil, absolutely.
Yeah.
Silent Hill was legit scary. Would it go at number 10 in my top 10 though?
No.
Hell nah. Hell nah. Nah. I have to thumbs down the placement if nothing else.
If Street Fight don't know him fighting.
Well,
Nah. Get your gloves ready. Oh, we got an Arkham on our hand.
Batman Arkham City. It can't be overstated just how influential Batman Arkham Asylum was on the superhero video game genre. Not only did it adapt one of the most memorable Batman stories of all time in superb fashion, but it also did it in a way of keeping with being Batman. Batman Arkham City expanded on this with a huge world, but didn't skimp on the storytelling or attention to detail. It was a venerable playground of activities, AR trials, Riddler trophies, and secrets, backed by some compelling villains, side stories, and high stakes, and more responsive, and remains a rollicking good time even by today's standards.
What we at in the comments? Batman Arkham Asylum should definitely be top 2. Top 2. Shit. Arkham Asylum was good. You know what? I didn't play Arkham City. But I heard it was just as good. It just more so built on what we got from Arkham Asylum.
I got no complaints about Arkham being up here, even at the position it's in, because that is the best superhero game I've seen. I haven't played. I'm thinking I ain't seen no better superhero game out there.
Marvel 2.
Maybe.
Yeah, I'm about to say because you know what? As much as I like Marvel Alliance 2, yeah, all the shit that Batman could do was fucking insane. Like he had so many tools and weapons in that game, you would forget about some of the stuff you could do.
yeah, the only game that was just as good as Spider-Man. Still not topping Batman, but it was just as good.
Yeah.
You think Spider-Man was just as good?
Yeah.
Right. Interesting.
Stupid, John.
It was barn.
Shit was bar.
Hey, barn. Damn it. Idiot.
Mm,
Here
Here we
God
go.
of War Ragnarok. After all the years of hype, speculation, and sheer excitement, God of War Ragnarok couldn't possibly live up to all of that. And yet, Sony Santa Monica delivered, expanding on the exploration and characterization that defined the first game in incredible ways. Whether it's Atreus trying to discover himself or Kratos finding family in the face of it, the story is an outstanding character study. You also can't say enough about the combat and how it's expanded to include more options for combos and builds. Whether it's relying on weapons or your fists, the world is also incredibly designed, with familiar areas housing new secrets and new regions offering astonishing art and challenges. Having all of this and an extensive post-game that doesn't feel tacked on is a testament for the love and care that Sony Santa Monica Studios has for the franchise.
I gotta be honest. If we're not talking about God of War, the original trilogy, I ain't got nothing to talk about. And I say that with all due sincerity. Between 2018 and Ragnarok, nothing on the original trilogy.
I never cared for God of War in the first place, so I got nothing to say on this either.
Here we go.
Dude, you had me buy that god awful Devil May Cry talking about it was just as good.
DMC
The original 1 through 3.
3 is just as good, even better than God of War. Devil May Cry 3 is better than God of War. I
Nah.
stand by that.
I don't think they've made it. I haven't played or they made a Devil May Cry better than the original 3 God of War.
Ooh.
And I played that trilogy and couldn't wait to sell it.
Oh my
Couldn't
God.
wait. Unless the good ones came after 3, you couldn't tell me that was better than the original 3 God of War.
Them fighting words to JT.
Mm-mm.
Wow.
We've gone back and forth on this so many times.
I'm flabbergasted.
I'm drunk too.
I'm
I'm gonna be honest with you though. I'm interested to see now. Will there be any Devil May Cries on this list? Like now I just got to see just for the sake of, and I feel like there probably will be. I've heard good things about 5, and then wasn't there like a remake or a reboot to the series that was just called Devil May Cry?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard good things about those. I never played those, but if we comparing the original 3 to the original 3, ain't no way they beating God of War 1, 2, and 3. Ain't no way. Ain't no way.
I can't believe I'll be saying this stuff. What the fuck?
You talking about truth, facts? I don't know which part you stuck on.
I can't believe I'll be saying this stuff.
If we put original trilogy to original trilogy, I can't even give you that one, cuz.
Devil May Cry has more technical gameplay. It does.
Really?
It has better gameplay.
It has better gameplay?
Yeah.
And better platforming too? Hell no.
It ain't about platform, it's about the gameplay.
Platform is part of the gameplay.
If I want a platform, I play Mario.
Nigga, you ain't still playing no damn Mario. You right, because you would play Sonic for 4 hours, and that was some of the worst platforming I ever seen. Sonic has no business in the 3D realm. Yeah, I'll just put that out there. No damn business. Should have kept him on a flat screen.
I can't believe y'all disrespect the Devil May Cry.
Like I said, it must have got good at 4 and beyond, but we talking original. If we talking original trilogy versus original trilogy, nah, it's God of War than the rest of y'all.
I'm just saying one word that's gonna kill everything about this God of War versus Devil May Cry.
What, Reddit?
Virgil.
Oh my gosh.
Carry on.
God damn it! And this why they don't let niggas read right though.
Bro.
God damn it! Fucking Virgil.
The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt.
Interesting.
When most open world games felt akin to clearing checklists, The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt arrived and injected soul into its world.
I know
Many
Spud
side
gonna
quests felt
comment
like
on
standalone
this.
stories in their own right, with stellar writing and characterization. The world also encouraged exploration and discovery, with several activities to eat up all of your time. Even if you weren't an aficionado of open world games, it felt fun to look for Witcher gear and learn the fate of different Witchers, hang out with Lambert on a quest, or take down various horrors and contracts. The sheer amount of extraordinary content, to say nothing of the stellar main quest, was enough to excuse some of the combat hiccups and bugs.
Let me ask: was this the Witcher that was on 360?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
you know what? This is a forgotten about game though. It was
Mm.
good. It was good. It just was forgotten about. Like it kind of just almost like it didn't happen after a while. Shit blew my mind. Did not expect to enjoy this game at all. See,
Told you.
go in with an open mind, man. You never know what you'll find.
Monster Hunter.
Damn. Accessibility. God damn it. But yeah, man. You know what? I did play that game on the 360. And I never got deep enough in to finish it, but I played around with it, whatever. It was a good game. It's just like I said, it gets forgotten about. But I don't know. I think that era of games gets forgotten about oftentimes.
Because the 360 is the reason we're in this mess we are in now.
The 360?
Yes.
What you mean?
It brought a lot of unwanted riffraff into gaming.
There was no exclusivity. I'll give you that. Anybody could got there, jump on there.
Yeah.
A bunch of dusty motherfuckers.
Uh-huh.
Metal Gear Solid 2: Sons of Liberty.
2 over 1?
That can be a killer open-ending
Serious?
sequel,
fucking
especially
coughing.
when it's the
Oh,
follow-up to Metal Gear Solid. How do you craft a new tale to ensnare fans of Solid Snake?
He put
How do you
2?
expand on its stealth mechanics? How do you
2?
top the boss fights and plot of the original? It
2
seemed
over 3?
impossible, but Metal Gear Solid
over
2: Sons
1?
of Liberty was
2
more
over
concerned
5?
about upending expectations and standing firm.
Dude, the jury's
A
still out
shocking
on
new
5.
protagonist in Raiden, a story focused on privacy, AI and virtual reality in postmodern
Nah,
age, and
I don't
bizarre
agree
new
with this
bosses
at
all
all.
took players by
Told
surprise.
you.
It was all expertly delivered, and buoyed by incredible music, visuals, enemy AI, and stealth mechanics that rivals today's
Exactly.
best.
Snake
From
Yeah.
a
Metal Gear
misunderstood
Solid 3
masterpiece
Snake
to
Eater.
a timeless
Hold on.
classic that remains relevant today, Metal Gear Solid 2 is simply in a class of its own.
Dude, I have to agree with Spud. Snake Eater was it was slept on. Oh, Snake Eater was a slept on classic. 2, like I said, jury's still out on fire. I gotta go. I gotta go find that video I saw. They drug 5, but jury's still out on 5. But Snake Eater was good. I would have accepted had 1 been on there. You know what? But I'm gonna tell you why he picked 2. After 1 did what it did, 1 was an instant classic on the PS1, right?
Mm-hmm.
2 was that highly anticipated sequel on a new console. You know what I'm saying? It was like in the early cycle of PS2, and it was like, yo, we want to know what this game could do on this new console. You get what I'm saying? So it did come with a lot of anticipation.
It's not bad. 2 isn't bad, but 3 is just so much better. 5 is just so much better. Like, what the fuck?
Said nothing else.
Oh, let's get down to it. Let's keep going.
Oh, it gets good, huh?
Grand Theft Auto 5.
Well,
Rockstar
Time to
Games
exit
had
the
a
room.
perfect formula for its Grand Theft Auto franchise. For years, it attempted to revamp some things in Grand Theft Auto 4, but for the most part, its open world made sense. With Grand Theft Auto 5, it seemingly pulled off the impossible, evolving its formula in numerous ways while advancing the genre. It's not just that GTA
How
5
so?
was a triumph narratively with its 3 playable characters, all switchable at pretty much any time, or that the new heists were enjoyable and the gunplay was amazing, or the sheer amount of quality content was overwhelming. It's the detail of the world, the attention to each NPC, the faithfulness to which Los Santos resembled Los Angeles, and the scale it all achieved, especially on the Xbox 360 and PS3. Let's not even start with GTA Online, which is still insanely popular.
I thumbs up that one. This dude here, number one.
I
Damn it,
down.
Marco Key.
I thumbs down that one. It shouldn't be that high. Because what did they innovate in that game? From
The
3.
whole three playable characters at once. Like nobody's done that before.
Castlevania does that on the NES. What are you talking about, man?
Where you can switch between three characters at one time
Yes.
in
yes.
3 different locations. Show me that shit. Show me that shit.
Oh,
Matter of fact, I played the Castlevanias on the NES.
oh, what you call it did that? What's the game? Damn. Energies on PlayStation 1.
Who?
It's what's that game? What's that fighting game? That Squaresoft fighting game Joe's called?
Oh, you talking about
What
that
is
guys?
Yeah, guys.
It had a dude from Final Fantasy on there.
Yeah.
They had a game that nobody played.
They had an adventure mode on there where you can switch between 2 characters. Hell, Resident Evil did that. Resident Evil 0 did that. So I mean, yeah.
Yeah. You hitting real low on the tree right now, G.
What, Resident Evil 0? Resident Evil 0 was a good game.
Yeah, who played it?
Spud.
Of course. It had Resident Evil on it. And then, dude, you said guys. No motherfucking body played guys.
But
He
the
did.
thing is, I played.
Yeah, he did.
See?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did.
But the thing is, they didn't innovate shit on
You can't say that wasn't an innovation, though.
I guess people want to call it what I guess. I don't know. Man.
It was an innovation. Who else was doing that?
Resident Evil Capcom did it years ago. Did
And
nobody
what?
give it up? Did nobody say it was innovation with Capcom did it?
Probably with some shit too. Who the hell? Like, I don't even remember Resident Evil 0. Is that the one on the Dreamcast?
It was on the GameCube.
It's on the fucking GameCube. The lunacy of this shit.
I just feel that people give GTA accolades for no reason.
It's good shit. I mean, you get to do all the damn felony counts I want to and never have to go to jail. Pour one for the good guys. And GTA 5, you know what I'm saying, excluding the whole online thing that's pretty much taken over video gaming as we know it. GTA 5 was actually a legit entry in the series. It was legit. I mean, hell, nothing else it was better than 4.
Let me ask you this. I'm gonna ask everybody this. Was it better than 3?
Was it better than GTA 3?
Mhm.
Yeah.
I mean San Andreas, my bad.
Oh, nothing's better than San Andreas.
So I don't get it.
I mean, but that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that no GTA is better than San Andreas. I'm saying I can't think of that many video games I put over San Andreas.
Damn, that's
Like San Andreas was a bad motherfucker, and then for its time, it did some shit ain't nobody did.
that's the only GTA I recognize as San Andreas because it
Yeah.
actually did innovative things. The rest of them just copy and paste like Call of Duty with better graphics.
I wouldn't say it was copy and paste though, because four was a big leap from 3. I mean, from 4 was a big leap from San Andreas. As far as the look, the gameplay, or whatever, the gameplay wasn't that good, and the story wasn't that good either. 4 just wasn't that good. But I wouldn't say it was a copy and paste job. I wouldn't even think 5 was a copy and paste job of 4, because 4 just wasn't that good.
I don't know. I played all them GTAs and they all played the same to me. So
I mean, I'm not sure what you were looking for. Like you wanted platforming and intricate gameplay and sword play and shit.
But the thing is, they crucify other games when they come out and be the same. But why did GTA get a pass for doing that?
Like what game you talking about that they crucified?
Damn.
If we talking about Call of Duty, because all the Call of Duties are damn near the same game.
They are the same.
They are the same. Only difference is they use World War II weapons in one, and then another they use army.
Yeah.
I'm speedy facts, brother. It's not hater. It's speedy facts.
Yeah, it sounds like hate, G.
No,
That shit sound like some good,
no,
like
no,
that good
man.
hate. I mean, if nothing else, like the heist missions of this one were like so top notch. Like GTA did every. I mean, yeah, if you got a tried and true formula, that's one thing, but to make it significantly better on the next entry, that's what games are supposed to do.
Payday 2 had better heists.
Payday was good, but wasn't did Payday even come out on consoles or was it a PC game?
It came out on consoles. It's on the PS4.
And it was first person, right?
Mm-mm. It was third person.
It was.
Mm-hmm.
What game was that I was trying to get? It was all about robberies and shit, but it was first person. That's why I didn't get it.
Trying to remember which one you told me. There's, I don't know.
And then I didn't even know Payday came on the consoles.
Yeah.
Well, people, my backlog just got longer. Moving right along.
The Last of Us Part 1. Say what you will about the remake and how it's a giant cash grab, especially with factions. However, the fact remains, it's a better version of The Last of Us, which is one of the greatest games ever made. The story was already incredible, with Joel and Ellie traversing the United States, initially hostile to one another and becoming like family. But the improved animations, environmental details, and fidelity makes it that much more immersive. The AI has also been changed to provide more variety in encounters, and new options added to make the game easier or as challenging as one would like. Say what you will about the business practices, but the remake is a masterpiece in its own right.
So Last of Us was a remake. Just because you can't shoot on knock, go back to Dragon. God damn it.
Hey, I take my all you kids and deflected wheel kicks all day.
What? Idiot, man.
God damn it.
What?
So
Him
wait a minute.
remember the ISS all day,
All
week.
day. So Jones, this is more your area of expertise, man. Last of Us 1, yes or no?
Yeah, I definitely will put it in my top 5 or whatnot. Dude, I bought The Last of Us on the PS3, remastered on the PS4, and part 1 on the PS5. I played that game, beat it countless times. The game is amazing.
Well, nothing else to say on that one.
Matt Ryan.
Except that.
House.
To claim that Half-Life 2 was super hyped would be an understatement of the century. Not only did it manage to deliver an exceptional experience, but it surpassed player expectations. Half-Life 2 is easily one of the greatest first-person shooters of all time, which revolutionized enemy AI, storytelling, and physics with 2 exceptionally crafted DLC episodes that masterfully build on the story. Elden Ring.
Wait a minute. Half-Life 2 is the greatest first-person shooter of all time.
The game gets a lot of love. I've never played it, so I wouldn't know.
It deserved to be up there for what it does for the physics of gaming and the AI.
You would know.
You got to play it to understand it at that time.
But see, I remember people was getting Half-Life just to play Counter-Strike. Like nobody played the main game.
It's kind of like how Zone of the Enders was. People getting Zone of the Enders just to play Metal Gear demo.
There it is.
And Zone of the Enders turned out to be a good game. I guess this is how it goes. What?
What?
Oh, you can on an aspect.
I'm done.
I can't no more.
Let's just talk about Elden Ring. Game of the year, 2022 Game of the Year.
If From Software created open-world Dark Souls, it might have taken less
RP to Horizon.
time. That would have been the safer approach. However, Elden Ring is so much more. It's an odyssey into a sundered land, one teeming with horror and beauty alike while expanding on the beloved Souls-like combat with Ashes of War, sorceries, incantations, spirit ashes, and more. While taking inspiration from Breath of the Wild, it offers stunning environments, Dozens of unique weapons with unique moves, dozens of unique bosses and unique paths to take. That feeling of exploring almost everywhere is also present, but with an ever constant feeling of danger and excitement, it can be tough and unforgiving, filled with secrets and extensive NPC quest lines that require guides to figure out, but that only adds to the appeal.
It's funny he made that comparison.
Breath of the Wild. You know what? You know what? I never played Elden Ring, but just from the hype that I heard surrounding that game, I get why it's there.
It deserved to be up there. It
They
deserved to be in the spot top 5.
It came with a lot of hype.
It lived up to the hype. It's kind of like how LeBron came to the league with a lot of hype. He lived up to it and exceeded the hype. I'm be honest with you. When Elden Ring came out, what you looking like that about LeBron?
Keep going.
Hey, LeBron lived up to the hype.
Did he?
Yeah.
Glad you said so.
Who better than him though in the league?
You talking about right now?
Let's say 2 years ago. Who was better than him?
Oh shit! 2 years ago is now. 2 years ago was the bubble year. No, everybody sucked in the bubble.
5 years ago.
It's the same dudes. That's what I'm saying. Like,
That's what I'm saying. Who was better than him? He reigned supreme. He lived up to the hype.
too new, JT.
Nah.
Yeah.
Why it may be new, that game lived up to the hype and then some.
I don't know. I can't even co-sign that one. I didn't play it, but like I said, I've never heard anything bad about it. Like, people who played that game. You know what I'm saying? And it got Game of the Year. And I won $20 on that because I bet it that it would get Game of the Year over God of War.
God of War came close.
It did, yo. It had me sweating that night, boy. It had me sweating. I ain't even gonna lie. God of War won every damn thing else but the big one.
It really did. I kept trying to tell JT, dude, everybody loved God of War.
I kept watching my $20 got there. It started slipping.
Everybody love God of War, but y'all don't like it.
I like the original trilogy.
You see what I'm going with this?
Because the thing was, man, look, the original trilogy dropped you right in the middle of a battlefield and said, all right, kill shit and get yourself out of this. This one, I'm up here meeting my new son. We walking around. We hunting deer. Then some dude tear up your house. You got to fight him, and then we got to go hunt some more. It was too much filler and walking. Get to the shit, please.
Y'all still disrespected Dante.
Especially on this top 30 list, I ain't seen Dante yet.
You won't.
Ridiculous.
Let's see if he made number one.
Nope.
Who was number one?
The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild. Yes, Nintendo's interpretation of Zelda in an open world setting wins out again, 6 years after its initial release and before its hotly anticipated sequel. Explaining why the entire experience is incredible is difficult. But it's the dozens of little things, the feeling of wonder around every corner, the organic gameplay encourages experimentation in the sandbox. The quiet, peaceful music and gentle breeze that flows through the open world as you explore, just being able to climb almost anything and explore to your heart's content. The sheer breadth of content and mystery, the gorgeous aesthetics, even the weapon durability, which still gets mixed reactions, makes each item matter and encourages adapting on the fly. But more importantly, it all comes together, resulting in a unique journey every time you start anew, cementing Breath of the Wild as the best of all time.
You know what? I guess it's one of those ones, it's like you'd have to be there. Let's say you sound like Melvin, fuck story. The thing was, it took the story too long to open. Like, I sat there and explored for an hour before I got into a goddamn fight. And that's just not the God of War mantra. God of War drops you in the, and you were there. You was there with me playing 1, 2, and 3. You know they drop you in the middle of a fight and say go for it and wrap the story around it. So to take the same character and now I have to go explore and look for shit to do. Shit, barn. I'm gonna keep going back to that, y'all. This a bullshit. How Dragon Ball Z ain't number one. I mean, Goku went Ultra Instinct. God damn it! Wow, there was a lot missing, and maybe it deals with my age as well because there's a lot of games that like there was no Mega Mans on there. There were no sports games. Um,
No fighting games.
What's the
no
title of this
fighting
list?
games. Literally the title was top 30 games of all time. But there was no fighting games.
Told you.
There were no fighting games. There were no RPGs. There were no
Nope.
sports games.
That's what I'm saying.
Nope.
How did Final Fantasy 7 didn't make it?
Yeah,
People
know
went
they'll
8
put
bit
that shit
over
up there.
7.
you know they'll
But
put that up there quick.
2018 took too long to open up, dude. I couldn't sit through it. But wait a minute. So there was no Devil May Cry, no Ninja
Nope.
Gaiden.
Nope.
Oh,
Like I said,
wow.
no Mega Man.
No Mega
No.
Man.
There was no games from the PS2, the PS2 below era.
Nope.
That's what it looked like.
Yeah, everything from this list was PS2 up to now.
It looked like
Was
PS3 up to now.
Yeah, PS3 and 360 up to now.
No, Metal Gear
Oh, Metal
Solid
Gear.
2.
Metal Gear
Oh yeah,
Solid
Metal
2.
Gear. That was PS2. You're right.
That was the only one.
Oh, and
Yeah,
Gran Turismo.
SSX 3, PS2 and Xbox.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Because
Okay.
On Tour was still on GameCube. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Tony Hawk 2, I guess.
Yeah.
Tony Hawk 2. Tony Hawk 2 was what, PS1, right?
PS2. What? Yeah, that too.
Yeah, no Pokemans.
Yeah.
Not the Chimpokemon.
Yeah, you know they would have a Pokemon game up there.
You would think that, right?
Dude,
And I'm surprised they didn't sneak a Smash in there.
the fact that you didn't have NBA Street Volume 2,
Fight for New York.
Here Comes the Pain or No Mercy, Capcom versus SNK, Marvel 2, No Tekken.
Yeah, CVS 1 or 2.
Yeah.
You gotta
That was-
have Street Fighter 2.
Even if it's World Warrior.
Yeah, you just gotta have any type of Street Fighter 2 up there.
I agree.
Hyper Fight Championship Edition, any one of them.
Something.
OG Resident Evil 4 wasn't on the list, so you know it's shit. Yo, Onimusha, not even mentioned. Ghost of Tsushima, since they were putting all these new games up there, Ghost didn't make the list. Wow.
Yeah, you could have had that or Sekiro on there.
Yeah, Sekiro won Game of the Year.
Sekiro won Game of the Year over Ghost?
No,
Ghost
It
came
won
out
game.
after.
Oh, some bitch.
that list was just out of order.
It was missing a lot.
It was
Mhm.
messy, and it was just
You put Gran Turismo 3 on that list. Matter of
No,
fact,
Need
how
for
is it that
Speed.
you have 3 racers and no fighting games?
You didn't have not one Need for Speed on there.
I would have took the OG Need for Speed 3, the very first Hot Pursuit game.
they didn't put Mario Kart on there too.
Which one though?
Any of them? Well, not Double Dash, but any of them besides Double Dash.
Double Dash was the GameCube, right?
Yeah,
You know, I'm starting to notice a trend with that damn GameCube.
yeah, they should have put Smash Brothers on there.
Yo, why was Shenmue not on that list? We talk about innovations in open world. Shenmue was it at the time.
Dude, you didn't have NFL 2K on there.
No Smash Brothers or you kids Wakanda forever. It's less racist, no black people.
God damn it.
Or you kids. I'm done. And I read that shit like that too.
Okay.
Damn, yeah, that on a scale of 1 to 10, that list was ass.
It
That list
was.
was That list was really bad. Because truthfully, one thing I will agree with JT on, if we were only picking one Grand Theft Auto to put on there, it should have been San Andreas.
Agreed.
It should have been San Andreas. That was the definitively one of the best. Matter of fact, the best Grand Theft Auto of all time.
Dude, you didn't even have Streets of Rage 2 or 4 or
No
Turtles
beat
in
'em.
Time.
No beat 'em ups.
There was no beat 'em
None.
ups. Period.
No beat 'em ups.
Mm.
There was no Turtles.
None of that.
I mean, because even if you didn't put Turtles in Time, give me the original Turtles arcade.
Yeah.
How's this
Yeah.
the greatest list of all time when you got none of the games that paved the way for these games?
Bruh.
Where was
You put-
Sonic 3?
You put Mario Galaxy 2, but no Brothers 3 or Mario World. Like, how?
Mario
Why?
World was next level.
What was the base of this list?
I have no idea.
I don't know.
When I saw it, I was like, are you serious? No fighting games, no sports games. Like, who put this list together? Man.
And I like GTA, but I even can't co-sign that bullshit. I can't even co-sign that.
Timmy!
There was no fighting games whatsoever on this list.
None.
You're gonna have a list with no Street Fighter 2, no MK2, Ultimate 3,
No virtual fighters.
no Tekkens.
Nothing.
That's rough. That is wow. I can't even say an 09 made this list. There's somebody younger than that, probably.
Dude, they didn't have none of your Castlevania games on here, JT.
Now, no. Shelly probably made this list.
Ha! Ha! God damn. That list was bad, y'all. But you know what? That is why we are here. That is why we're here. This is why we do what we do, because that list left a lot to be desired. Left a lot to be desired. Like I said, even just talking about, I'm not the biggest Devil May Cry fan, but in the top 30 list, it belongs somewhere. I'll give it that. I'll definitely give it that. But no fighting games and no beat 'em ups and no sports games. But we had two sim races and an arcade races. But no Fight for New York.
Ori and the Blind Wisp was made no sense. I don't know why Ori was up there. You could have put fucking Hollow Knight, Castlevania, Aria of Sorrow, Sympathy of the Night. There was so many other options to put beyond that. Then they put Prime up there instead of
Dread.
Okay. Timmy! There you go.
Yeah. And so, I mean, we're putting that Zelda up there. One of my biggest problems with that was that Zelda's for a core base of people. That's a cult game. If you're not into Zelda, you're not gonna say, "Hey, I'm gonna go get the new Zelda." Like, people buy that console for Zelda.
Yeah.
It's definitely a cult-based game. So how could it be the GOAT? Like, when you're talking about the GOAT of anything, mass appeal is part of it. Mass appeal is a heavy part of it. I don't know if we had to change up the top of that list, what would be at the top?
That's tough.
At number one?
Yeah.
Oh, might be Mario. It might be a Mario game, or it might have to be a Mario game for me.
You know what? One of the games that it just never gets talked about how great it was and how innovative it was at that time was that Sonic and Knuckles 3. Where you put the Sonic 3 on top of the Sonic and Knuckles cartridge.
You mean DLC before DLC?
Yeah.
Why not? That's exactly what it was.
Yeah, it really was.
But Sonic and Knuckles playing in Sonic 3, that was next level at the time. To me, that's still next level. That could have been a whole nother game.
Yep.
They could have really repackaged Sonic 3 and sold that as Sonic and Knuckles 3.
Yeah.
Putting Knuckles in part 2 was something else. Like that was crazy too.
That was
Those
different time where they actually gave us stuff worth a damn.
That's what I'm saying. Those games really don't get talked about enough, in my opinion.
And it
But
shows.
for number one, I'm gonna be honest. For number one, I just for the fun factor, the replayability, the how long the game is and how full it is, I might put San Andreas at number one.
What?
Yeah, it had a lot of shit in it. San Andreas had a lot of stuff to do.
I had to make sure I heard you. Like what?
It had a lot going on. Breath of the Wild, Witcher 3, Marvel 3, Persona 5, Monster Hunter World.
Too many new games. Where your classics at?
Where the classics? Where your classics at?
Oh,
I guess Witcher 3 would be the classic.
Ultimate
Oh.
Marvel 3.
Well, he got OG Resident Evil 4, so that's classic material. Jones, what you putting at the top, man?
It's a toss up between Brothers 3 and Mario World.
Can't argue with science on those.
Yeah, classics.
Yeah, can't argue with those. I like Mega Man X on what was that? I used to play Mega Man X. I want to say it was either X2 or X3 that I used to play on not Dreamcast, on Sega Saturn.
X4.
That was X4.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, good shit. I need to get that X collection. My what's the name? My backlog steady growing by the second.
Hey, Momo Khan coming up.
Oh, here you go.
Breath of the Wild.
As y'all see, I still got a lot of room on them shelves too.
Bro,
I got plenty of opportunity to fuck my life up.
don't
Breath
get me
of the
started.
Witcher 3, also
Comic books, anime,
Yes, indeed.
video
Yes.
games.
Yes, indeed. Yeah. I like I said, Wes being forced to buy this damn 3-day pass, 4-day pass, that's fine. Now I just gotta come 3 out of the 4 days. No biggie.
Mm-hmm.
And I hope they bring the wrestling back.
I'm with that.
I was there for that shit last year. I was like, okay. We was hitting you up that day. You ain't come like, yo, Jones, they literally got a wrestling ring in the middle of the building.
Bro, I was so heated that day.
Yeah, we were there. Jones. Where you at? Jones.
But the boy said, move little ooze him trying to get this picture.
Dude, he texted me that mess. We here. Where you at? Jones.
And I bet it sounded like that via text too.
It did. It really did. Boy, I was heated that day.
Oh man.
Man, Momo Khan's gonna be the shit this year though.
Yes, sir.
And, the famous line, but if you don't buy it, you won't have it.
I buy it if you buy it.
Here you go.
They mentioned Here Comes the Pain.
Yeah. SmackDown 2 was lit too. I'll definitely give you that. SmackDown 2 took 1 to a whole nother plateau.
Yeah.
Here Comes the Pain was just better though.
Here Comes the Pain was just the best. Like if you notice, nobody ever talks about Know Your Role.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, Know Your Role, Shut Your Mouth was pretty good, but Here Come the Pain just came at a good time, had a good roster. Rob Van Dam could dive out the balcony and hit. Right.
But you know what I've been seeing a lot though on YouTube? SmackDown versus Raw. SmackDown versus Raw 06. They're putting those in the category for the best wrestlers, along with Here Comes the Pain and No Mercy.
SmackDown versus Raw, I don't know. I'm not sure about that one because I skipped that one. 06 was good. I'll say that. 06 was good. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, if I'm remembering correctly, 06 was the one that gave you more space to create characters. I think it gave you like 30 slots. Where Here Comes the Pain gave you what, like 10?
Okay.
So I don't know. The creative suite blew up from there, and I think that was when they came out with the GM mode as well. If it wasn't the GM mode, it was the create your own pay per view. But yeah, '06 was good if I'm remembering it correctly. And then what's the name was just a step in a different direction. The first SmackDown versus Raw. But nonetheless, like I said, here comes the pain, and a lot of people say no mercy. I say revenge, but I'm partial to WCW.
I feel you on that. It definitely deserves to be in the conversation.
Yeah, and speaking of, whenever AEW stop trying to make Mortal Kombat into a wrestling game and just give us some shit, I'll be forever grateful. Even though when I saw that demo with all that damn blood, I was like, hey, and there was a dude and a woman fighting, and it was a
Right.
ring full of blood and weapons. I was like, what the hell they giving us?
And that's what we wanted finally.
Finally.
Artie.
Well, no,
Well,
they ain't giving it to us yet because we still wait on the release date. Hell,
exactly.
we ain't even seen much video footage. Everything's been screenshots.
Not recently at all.
Right. Any final thoughts, fellas? What you got for these folks?
That list is all over the fucking place.
Yeah, it was a meth head's dream.
I told you, man, when I first saw this list, and I'm sitting here thinking, like, who the hell put this list together? Did y'all think this through before y'all did it? Clearly they didn't.
But you could tell that whoever put that list together was a fan of a certain type of game. This dude probably ain't played a sports game in his life. Probably never played a sport in his life. Like, he never went outside growing up.
You're probably right. That list was booty cheeks.
Yeah, it definitely does not get the dope sign of approval. If anything,
it's like you've been saying, who asked for this shit?
That was definitely a who asked for this shit moment. That list definitely gets the barn. That's barn.
That's why he's the GOAT.
Man, we about to get up out of here. Tell these folks, man, where they can find y'all at, what y'all got going on, and all the above.
You can find me with my username at BigCountry50 at TwitchTV.com. You can also find me on Fightcade in the Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo rooms at BigCountry50.
Yeah, man. Street Fighter 6 will be out. What we at, about 2 months now? 2 months and counting?
2 months too long.
2 months and counting. Dude, we made it all the way from Evo last year, man. We gonna be all right. We gonna make it.
Here. I can't take it.
Nigga, you ain't gotta take it. You got a damn what's the name?
Oh no.
Shit. Joe, what you got for these folks, man?
Hey, I ain't doing too much. Might do a little baking here and there. Probably try to get out and do a little retro collecting because it's some comic books that I need, some anime that I need. But if you want a cake in between, I'll let your boy. I'm on Facebook, Corey's Heavenly Cakes. The same thing on Instagram. Look me up. I'll let your boy.
No doubt, man. And same here, man. Look, if y'all want to find me, Dope Enterprise on Facebook, Dope Enterprise on YouTube, Dope.Enterprise on Instagram. Be on the lookout for the Quick 30 every Tuesday night. Dope Show on Thursdays. We add a new night and time, so I have to keep reminding y'all the same way I keep reminding myself. I think next Dope Show might be another episode of the planning period with me, DJ Agony, and Miss Parker. She should be back around next week, give or take ish. Who knows? So be on the lookout for that. Also, I'm probably going to do a part 2 to this week's Quick 30 Top 10 ATL anthems because, the spillage on that list was fucking amazing. But, at the same time, I love it, man. My people represent 404 day, man. Yo, this that native Atlanta pride. Before we get up out of here, yo, what's your number one ATL anthem? Because both of y'all native born.
Hey, it's got to be for me, Two Dope Boys in the Cadillac.
No wrong answer there. What about you, Country?
White Horse.
Fucking troll. But you know what?
The White Horse. Don't ride the White Horse. Don't ride no White Horse. I'm a black man living in a white man world. Can't turn around so I might break my girl.
One time he'll do this shit again. I'm a black man with the big fast. All he ever gave me was a knot and a rope crack. Get your hands on my throat. Man,
There you
look. Hey, don't start no shit, goddamn country. Don't start no shit. I will
That's
turn that
all he
whole.
been doing.
I will turn that whole album on. I still got that album. That Kilo Get This Party Started. I'll turn that thing on and we'll go from Donkey Kong to Ghetto Drop. Goddamn, just being this thing, you would think it's Free Nick 95 in here.
Boy. Boy.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that was a hard list to put together just because ATL is giving the world so many classics. Speaking of ATL, and I'm about to roll out. Have you heard they're doing a Freaknik documentary on Hulu?
Is that right?
Yeah, they're supposed to be going back too. They said that they pulled up some quote unquote archival footage. So
Oh boy.
oh boy, you're right. Some of these 50 somethings out here, we gonna see them 20-something days and be like, oh no, it hurts.
I'm here for it though.
I'm here for that bullshit too. Because I'm just waiting to see somebody I know. That's all I'm waiting on. Yes, indeed. Yes,
What a
indeed,
time to be
man. But
alive.
what a time to be alive. Goodness. Yo, but as I end every show, imitation is a sincere form of flattery that mediocrity to pay to greatness. I am DJ Agony. That is Gamers Alley. That list was trash, and everything else is boring.
Boy.
We out. It barn. Peace.